welcome to this week's A to Z of being me and of course being you. This week, B is for bandana. You know, the history of the bandana is quite interesting. It goes back thousands of years to India where it was first created. And the reason for a bandana signified the virility of men. The different colours signified how strong men were as men. 700 years ago, it made its way to Europe, and then eventually it came to the United States. And the woman responsible for its popularity in the USA was none other than Martha Washington herself. She got these cotton squares and she put prints of her husband leading battle when he was with the Continental Army in America. These became very popular, and soon all the Americans were buying them. They were using them as neckerchiefs, as handkerchiefs, and of course round their head. Today, the bandana, I guess, is popularly used by motorbikers who tend to use the red bandanas. They are used by gang members in the streets of New York, Chicago and other places who tend to use white or black. And of course the classic black one and the blue ones are used by holidaymakers all over the world. Now, why are we talking about bandanas on this week's A to Z? Well, I want to ask you a question. Is this you? Do you stay all day in your pajamas? Do you wake up and go to sleep in them, lounge about eating them? Or do you wear something different? You know, the bandana for me represents all the good things that have happened in my life. My very first holiday was to Spain. I think it was Benidorm, good old Benidorm, right? And the first thing I did was bought a bandana just to look cool. I remember years and years later, I went to China for the very, very first time, and there's a very hot city called Xi'an where the Terracotta Army was. And guess what I did? I went and bought a bandana. Some years after that, I went on my honeymoon to Bali in Indonesia. And when we got off the plane, booked into the hotel, we went browsing around the shops, and there was a beautiful red bandana, and I put it on. And only last year, we were in Thailand, in Phi Phi Island, the home of the movie The Beach. And we're walking around Phi Phi, and I said to Jasmine, "Jasmine, can I buy a bandana?" And her answer was classic Jasmine. She said, "Whatever." What I'm trying to tell you here is, instead of slouching around in your pajamas day after day during this pandemic, wear something that means something special to you. Yours might not be a bandana. It might be a favourite t-shirt. It might be a favourite dress, or a jumper, or a pair of shorts, or a necklace, or a wristband, but wear something that's full of good memories. And the psychology behind it is, because I had these memories in the past, it means the future's going to be okay too. B is for bandana. Get your bandana out, wear it. Sure, you're going to look different, but you're going to look cool as well, whatever your bandana is. See you next week.